Dolce Far Niente. In Italian, this means the sweetness of doing nothing. What a beautiful, beautiful thing to think about. And you may have heard of this before, but it's something that kind of came up for me today. Sunday traditionally is the day of rest, whether you're religious or not. I think there's a reason behind the day of rest on Sunday because we all need that day to just kind of slow down and just simply be. And in our culture, it's very counterintuitive, right? Like we have our to-do list or checklist. We're always running from place to place and we're busier than we've ever been. But if we could just slow down for even just a little while, even 10 minutes. So I'll tell you about my day today and just kind of give you, I guess, a feel for how it was because I've been going. And yesterday I had this amazing event, which I posted a short about the Women Crushing It conference. And today I was just kind of feeling a little tired. I met a friend for coffee, which was super fun. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym because I hadn't been in a couple days. And I'm very much like an everyday gym goer. I need to get my workout because it's also good for my mental health along with my physical health. So I was like, all right, get back into it. It's been 2 days. You never skip the third day because then you feel like you're like out of your habit, right? And we don't want that. So I went and I go to the gym, but at the gym, there's all these like wellness activities you can do. So I started with a chair massage and I was like, oh, I just really feel like I need it. Like my shoulders are tight. I've had this really busy week and weekend. So I did that for 10 minutes. And then I was like, oh, there's this wellness pod I've never checked out before. Because I was feeling kind of zen from the massage. So I'm like, let me go over there and see what that's about. And it was one of the coolest experiences. I think I'll maybe like link it down below in case you're a business or something looking for a way to help your employees or whatever. Maybe you want one for your house. I don't know. But I was looking at the website earlier because I'm like, this would be really cool in more places. Anyway, you go in and it's 15 minutes and you sit in this beautiful like pod and there's like a screen that's in front of you and you can pick all these different things. So you're underneath you where you're laying down can be heated on just your upper body, your lower body, your whole body, and you can pick the intensity levels. It sprays a scent based on what you want. So you could do like a tropical scent. You could do like pine tree scent. I did pine because I felt like it's kind of like cloudy here in Jersey today. So I did this like pine scent and this beautiful, beautiful scene shows up and it's this raging river with pine trees around it. So I feel like I'm hiking automatically, but I'm just laying there. I'm doing the Italian thing, the sweetness of doing nothing. So this beautiful scene is in front of me and you can pick from all these different things. So you can pick a guided meditation and there's different kinds you can choose. Today I did a grounding one where you envision like these roots coming down from your feet and you connect with the earth. But there's plenty of different ones. They even have healthy recipes. They have videos like this, like YouTube, like mindset videos and things like that that you can watch. And you just get 15 minutes in this beautiful wellness pod. So I did my massage, I did my wellness pod, and then you know what? I didn't want to be at the gym because I was doing this beautiful Dolce Far Niente experience without even doing it intentionally. I just kind of fell into it because I just kind of let my intuition guide me. And so then I went to this beautiful nature trail instead. I left the gym. I was going to do weights and I was going to do all this stuff, but I was like, you know what? My body needs to walk and I really need to connect with nature. And that's what I did today. And it's Sunday and it was beautiful. So it's like, what a great message to share here today about the art of doing nothing, the sweetness of doing nothing, and all the benefits that come with it, right? So all the benefits are that you can think clearer, you can be more focused, have more energy. You can also reflect on things when you're doing these things, when you're walking, when you're just kind of sitting there in meditation, you're connecting, to the earth, or you could be connecting with spirit, depending on the type of meditation you're doing. And all of these activities are so integral into our health. So I like to call this process free flow. And what it really is following your intuition and let your intuition be your guide to what you're going to do for that moment in time. And maybe you only have 10 minutes to start. Maybe you give yourself an hour every week or 10 minutes each day. You can kind of see what works with your schedule. Sometimes I like to give myself one free weekend day a month, and that's my free flow day. And even though it appears like you're not really doing much, like I went to a park and did a 5 mile walk on one of my free flow days on a Saturday one weekend. And the insights and downloads that like came rushing in just from that 5 mile walk was intense. I feel like I did more in that walk on that free flow day than literally like probably years worth of reflecting and things like that, because it was concentrated into this and I was just following the flow of life. So how can you kind of like, there's a saying, let go to the banks of the river and just flow with the river, right? Like let life take you. And what to me that means is following your intuition or your inner guidance system, because you intrinsically always know what you need. So when you give yourself that time and space to really listen to that and follow that guidance, you will be led to places that you will not expect in really, really good and profound ways. So, like that walk I did, so many downloads, so peaceful and zen. And today, again, I just gave myself an hour to free flow. So, I think it's just such a cool practice. If you're doing it, I'd love to know, because I didn't even realize I was doing it until a couple weeks ago. And I like realized, I'm like, oh, I gave myself like permission today to just simply do whatever felt good, and it wasn't time scheduled. It was just that moment. And I know what you're probably thinking is like, hey, Kristen, I've got all these things to do on the weekends. Like I have to go here. I've got to do this, my schedule is packed. So start with 10 minutes a day. That's what I would say. You don't have to have a full day. I feel very blessed that, once a month I can have a full day to do something like this. But most of the time it is 10 minutes or it's an hour. So just start small, like anything else. If you watch this channel, I say start small probably in every single video, because I'm all about habit building. But literally that's how it starts, right? So have 10-minute free flow and just let your intuition, your inner guidance system, let it bring you where you need to go. Hey everyone, this is Sam. He is my little lavender scented dog. My real dog's looking at me as I'm saying this, so maybe I'll have to feature her. She's licking her paws right now in her bed. So let me put Sam down so that the real dog doesn't get jealous. And I just wanted to talk about the importance of having free flow moments and free flow days, because it's so important. Just like we recharge our electronics and everything else, we need to recharge our own batteries. And free flow moments, I have to say that right, free flow moments and days really let us do that with our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual bodies. We need to have a reset. So pick a time and a day that you can really reset yourself, and just practice the sweetness of doing nothing, because that's what's really going to give you the energy going forward to have clarity and focus for your week, to really be able to improve your memory, it's been shown to reduce stress. What else? There's so many great benefits. I just know personally, it really makes me feel good because I know I'm following my authentic self. When I free flow and I'm following what my intuition tells me to go towards or to do, I know that's really what my spirit wants. And it's almost like I let that kind of come out and like play and have a good time and, just enjoy life. And so Sam and I want to know, how will you free flow this week? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to. It's totally free and you'll get access to upcoming videos. Also, a friend recently asked how to get notified when the new videos are posted. There's a little bell that you can click and that will turn your notifications on so you won't miss a video. And also feel free to subscribe to the free weekly newsletter. I'll link it below, and you'll get tips and tricks for how to be the best version of yourself and live a healthy lifestyle. Until next time, have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week.